Hello and welcome to the Antiquarian Outlook for week 32 of 2025, starting August 4th. I'm Spencer W. Stuart, Collections Advisor, author of Contemporary Issues in Rare Books and Manuscript Collecting, and host of the monthly webinar Collecting Insights. For more details on my services, publications, and programs, follow the links below, along with links to the various auctions discussed in this program. Alright, let's move on to last week's results. Monday, Gorringes had their weekly house and garden sale. There were 422 lots offered, of which 337 sold, making for a 79.8% sell-through rate. Within the sale, there were 59 items offered connected to books and ephemera, of which 50 sold, making for an 84.7% sell-through rate. Highest price realized within that category was lot 1387. This 4-volume atlas for first editions of Kent, along with a variety of other publications connected to Kent. Estimates were set at £80 to £100, realizing £300. A lot that exceeded expectation was 1388. This lot consisting of a variety of different volumes, foremost among them William Shakespeare, as well as Somerset Maugham publications. Estimates were set at £50 to £60, realizing £300. Wednesday, Tuvies had prints, maps, and posters. There were 97 lots offered, of which 69 sold, making for a 71% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 28. This color print signed by Lawrence Lowry. Estimates were set at £1,500 to £2,500, realizing £2,200. A lot that exceeded expectation was 10. This etching after Rembrandt of Faust in his study. Estimates were set at £150 to £250, realizing £1,300. Still with Wednesday, Bonhams had the Art of Hawaii. There were 150 lots offered, of which 113 sold, making for a 75.3% sell-through rate. Within prints and photos, there were 32 lots offered, of which 22 sold, making for a 68.7% sell-through rate. Highest price realized within that category was lot 22. This woodcut in colors on Japan paper by Charles Bartlett, Hawaiian fisherman. Estimates were set at $8,000 to $12,000, realizing just under $20,500. A buy-in of note, lot 56. This aqua tint by John Kelly. Estimates were set at $2,000 to $4,000. On to Thursday, Swan Galleries had vintage posters. There were 311 lots offered, of which 238 sold, making for a 76.5% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 33. This enlistment poster done by Harry Hops in 1917. Estimates were set at $12,000 to $18,000, realizing $19,000. A few buy-ins of note. Lot 128, this poster by Mucha done in 1897. Estimates were set at $8,000 to $12,000. Lot 131, again by Mucha in 1898. Estimates again at $8,000 to $12,000. And finally lot 139, this poster by Orazi done in 1901. Again with estimates set at $8,000 to $12,000. A lot that exceeded expectation was 43. This combined lot of approximately 86 books, magazines, drawings, photographs, and postcards connected to Italian architecture. Estimates were set at $500 to $750, realizing $2,200. Still with Thursday, PBA Galleries continued their DC Universe collection sales. There were 144 lots offered, of which 140 sold, making for a 97.2% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 31, Action Comics number 1, The Origin and First Appearance of Superman, published in June of 1938. Estimates were set at $400,000 to $600,000, realizing $360,000. A buy-in of note, lot 43, Action Comic 13, The First Appearance of Ultra Humanite, published June 1939. Estimates were set at $20,000 to $30,000. A lot that exceeded expectation was 23. This combined lot of approximately 40 items of Superman and DC superhero action figures, toys as well as collectibles, from the 1960s through to the 1980s. Estimates were set at $200 to $300, realizing $1,625. Thomson Roddick Auctioneers had antiquarian and collectible books. There were 250 lots offered, of which 242 sold, making for a 96.8% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for lot 82. This set of 6 auction catalogs connected to the Earl of Lonsdale's collection sale, carried out in 1947. Estimates were set at £300 to £400, realizing £850. A buy-in of note, lot 197, the complete genealogical, historical, chronological, and geographical atlas by Lavoisin, done in 1814. Estimates were set at £150 to £200. Finishing off Thursday, Doyle had rare books, autographs, and maps. There were 373 lots offered, of which 302 sold, making for an 81% sell-through rate. Highest price realized was for Lot 22, this 1823 first edition of Tanner's New American Atlas. Estimates were set at $12,000 to $18,000 US, realizing $21,760 US. A few buy-ins of note: Lot 141, the complete works of John Ruskin, published by John Allen between 1903 and 1912. Estimates were set at $3,000 to $5,000 US. Lot 351, this collection of 16 photographs of New York hotels between 1890 through to 1920. Estimates again at $3,000 to $5,000 US. And finally, Lot 360, again a collection of photographs, roughly 55, of Times Square as well as various burlesque performances in and around the area, dating from the late 19th century through to the 20th. Again, estimates were set at $3,000 to $5,000 US. A lot that exceeded expectation: this humpback sign for the intersection of Bleecker Street and the Bowery. Estimates were set at $250 to $350 US, realizing $6,080 US. In the news, August Collecting Insights is already underway. However, registration for the September sessions is now open. And again, as always, every registrant receives a complimentary copy of Contemporary Issues in Rare Books and Manuscript Collecting. So follow the links below, and we look forward to receiving your registration. For a hyperlinked list of next week's auctions we have an eye on, please get in touch with us directly. The Antiquarian Outlook is totally independent. Its producers do not hold inventory, nor do they represent any consignments or acquisitions mentioned. Well, that's been the week from here. What'd you think of last week's results? Was there anything that surprised you? Please be sure to put some comments below and we'll keep the conversation going. If you want to stay up to date, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on your notifications, as well as let others know about this program. Thanks again for tuning in. All for now, and see you next week.